Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Marcus High School. Apologize for the technical difficulties as we get started. Hopefully you've been able to see some of the baseball action here as we finally get underway with the broadcast and bring you up to speed on the score of this ball game. 2-0. Marcus on top of the Boyd Broncos. At the plate right now is Alex Jackson after Matt Bernstein scores a triple to score a run. And again, the score is 2-0. As we are in the home half of the third inning, Marcus Marauders 10-4 overall, 3-2 in District 6-6A, and for the Boyd Broncos 8-4 overall, 2-3 in district play as well. So to set the stage here for you in the third before we set the lineup for the Marcus Marauders. The courtesy runner over on third base after the triple from Matt Bernstein. Michael Wheeler is courtesy runner. So runner at third, nobody out. As this is swung on, lifted to right field. Off the bat of Alex Jackson, and that should score a run. In safely is Wheeler after the throw comes in, and it's an RBI sacrifice fly off the bat of Jackson. 3-0 Marcus here in the, again, home half of the third. That is the first out of the inning. Circle 9. Let's give you the starting lineup for the Marauders here tonight. Leading off, Ashton Easley in right field. The two-hole hitter is Brendan Venter. At first base, Matt Bernstein behind the plate. Four-hole hitter is Alex Jackson. He is at second. Jimmy Glowinski at number 5 position in the lineup. He is at short tonight. Jack Dignam, the 6-hole hitter, is the designated hitter. For the man that's on the mound tonight, that is Ethan Nichols for the Marauders. Alex Albright, the 7-hole spot, is playing position 7. That is left field. The 8-hole hitter is Nick Miner. He's in center. And the 9th spot is Dawson Shelburne, and he is at third base. So it's Easley, Venter, Bernstein, the front 3. The middle 3 is Jackson, Glowinski, and Dignam. And then Albright, Miner, and Shelburne round out the Marcus lineup. At the plate right now with the bases clean and just one out is Jimmy Glowinski. Shortstop takes a pitch, as it was 0-2. On the mound tonight for the Broncos is Grant Ressmeyer. Fastball, curveball, changeup for Ressmeyer. Big part of this starting rotation for the head coach of the Boyd Broncos, Brooke Court. 1-2, and he caught the outside corner that time, and that is a punch-out. Be the second of the contest for Grant Ressmeyer. And it's 2 outs here, the bottom of the third. And in steps Jack Dignam. Left-handed hitter will face the right-hander in Ressmeyer. The first pitch pumped in there for Ike. Dignam singled his first time up. That was in the second inning. Again, the designated hitter for Ethan Nichols, who has done a fantastic job so far in this contest. As Nichols has just given up one hit. That was the Bronson Holbeck, the 9-hole hitter for the Boyd Broncos. They're in the top of the third. Off the full windup, here's Ressmeyer's next pitch and just gets a piece. It's Dignam. Again, appreciate your patience. You're watching us here on CSR TV. Ryan Mueller, Evan Nimick, your cameraman here tonight from Marauder Field, and covering this jam-packed district of 6-6A. Already it's coming into tonight Mentioned the Marcus Marauders right behind him. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and swung and missed. Dignam is out. Strikeout number 3 for Grant Ressmeyer. And that'll do it for the Marcus third, but they do get a couple of runs. Do it on the benefit. One base, no errors in that half inning. Nobody left on base. 3-0. Marcus out in front. The proud sponsors tonight's broadcast of Marcus Marauder Baseball on Champion Park by Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's prides itself on being a great community partner with the schools and organizations that are within the communities they serve. They are proud supporters of Marcus Baseball. Come see them at their new location in Flower Mound, 3205 Justin Right. Also, want to thank Honda of Denton. Hey, Mom and Dad, are you looking for a new or used vehicle that's safe and economical? Honda of Denton has one, and they're just up the street. They are the home of the lifetime warranty and your hometown. Deep them out on 24/7 at HondaofDenton.com. Also, Locker Room Sports. Locker Room Sports is a proud sponsor of Marcus High School Baseball. Locker Room provides custom uniform and high-end equipment for all your baseball and sporting goods needs. Locker Room is located at 65 West Main Street, Suite 102 in Louisville. You can also visit them on Facebook or on the web at lrsportswear.com. Again, appreciate the sponsorships, able to bring the broadcast to you folks at home. We have a 3-0 ball game. Marcus took a one-run lead in the first. That was a solo home run from Matt Bernstein, number 3 here. Connects and drives it over the left field wall, and then Matt Bernstein tripled and brought Brendan Venter to the plate after Venter was hit by the pitch. So, now head down to the top of the inning. And Will Hollis drives this into the glove of Jimmy Glewenke. So let's give you the Boyd Bronco starting lineup, 1 through 9. Michael Duranzik batting first at third base. Logan Burloff is the 2-hole hitter. Will Hollis is the designated hitter for Keaton Livingston, who is in right field for the Broncos tonight. Braden Webb bats fourth. He is at shortstop. Grant Ressmeyer, the pitcher, bats fifth. In the sixth spot, it's Ross Matisic catching the balls and strikes behind the plate. In the seventh hole, out left. Eighth spot, Jason Reitmeyer at first base. And number 9 hitter is Bronson Holbeck. And he is in center field. So Duranzik, Burloff, and Hollis, 1, 2, and 3. 4, 5, and 6 is Webb, Ressmeyer, and Matisic. And then 7, 8, and 9, it's McGinnis, Reitmeyer, and Holbeck. At the plate right now with 1 out and nobody on, it is Braden Webb, the cleanup hitter. He'll spoil a pitch foul, and the count is now 1 ball. And Ethan Nichols on the mound for the Marauders. Having a wonderful game so far. Wouldn't expect anything else. Ethan has had a tremendous year. This combination of Nichols and Jack Cushing. It has been pretty impressive. Record of 1-1 for Nichols, and ERA right at 1 as he strikes out Braden Webb, and that is strikeout number 5 of the contest. It got Duranzik, Burloff, Hollis, Webb, Ressmeyer, and McGinnis. Those are the strikeouts tonight for Ethan Nichols, and again, a record of 1-1. Surrendered 20 hits, 7 runs, 4 of the 7 earned. Walk 6. Continues to pile up those strikeouts. As again, he's got 5 here tonight. The first pitch thrown in to Grant Ressmeyer is a strike. Ressmeyer 0 for 1 tonight with that K against the Marauder starter. And there's a nice pitch on the outside corner. Ressmeyer doesn't like it. Giving the Marauders defensively here after this next pitch from Ethan Nichols. He's ready to go. Bernstein sets up outside. Here's the pitch. It's high. Alex Albright left. Nick Miner, the center fielder. Ashton Easley in right. Dawson Shelburne, third baseman. Jimmy Glewenke at short, Alex Jackson, the second baseman, Brendan Venter at first, and Matt Bernstein behind the plate. And on the mound, Ethan Nichols just misses with that pitch. It's now 2-2. Seems to be dialed in. Try to keep the same intervals in between pitches, does Nichols. Swing and a miss. Him out. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Nichols, his second of the contest. And no runs, hits, errors, nobody left on base. Your score here from Marauder Field, 3-0. Marcus of Boyd come back, and we'll have the bottom of the fourth coming at you right after this on CSR TV. And welcome back here to Marauder Field. Tonight's broadcast of Marcus Marauders Baseball on Champion Sports Radio brought to you by Salerno's Italian Restaurant. Family tradition serving Flower Mound since 1985. Salerno's offers rehearsal dinner, birthday, and catering packages. Salerno's true taste, true Italian. Also visit their sister restaurant, Bistecca, on an Italian steakhouse in Highland Village, specializing in steaks, seafood, and much more. A 4-star adventure. Thanks to Salerno's Italian Restaurant for your sponsorship. Head down to the bottom of the fourth. Due up for the Marauders is 7, 8, and 9. It's Alex Albright, Nick Miner, and Dawson Shelburne. They'll face a new pitcher. It's coming on to pitch for Coach Court is Braxton Webb. So you go from right-hander to left-hander as the southpaw is now on the mound. Albright hit by the pitch in his first at-bat. That was at the second. Pitch comes low. Fall. I'll give you the numbers on Restmeyer here in just 1 second. The left-hander will deal the second pitch. Inside corner. Even the count at 1 apiece. So for Restmeyer, 3 innings, gave up 3 Marauder hits, struck out 3, walked the batter, and gave up 3 runs, and also hit 2 batters in the contest. So the door is closed on Grant Restmeyer. Cat plate 1 ball and 2 strikes against the Marauder fielder. Long look in. The sign here. Here's the 1-2 pitch in the dirt. No harm, no foul. Is nobody on base. Next pitch just misses outside, and good eye by Alex Albright. And a full count. Webb's delivery right back to the mound, and the pitcher will field. Soft toss to first base, and leadoff hitter is retired for third time tonight. One gone here in the bottom of the fourth. Only time that, I say that just the second time tonight that the leadoff hitter has been retired. Glowenke reached on an error charge to Michael Duranzik at third. That was in the second, and then hit by the pitch in the third. Venter reached as well. So there you have it. McMinor, big cut, comes up empty. Let me strike one. Minor was safe on a fielder's choice in the second. Gets another crack at it, his first look, obviously, at Braxton Webb. Lefty deals high for a ball. Swing and a miss there by Minor. And now it is a ball and 2 strikes.
Got next.
Predict this year average at 290. 42 at bats, and does have a pair of home runs. Is driven in 5. So the numbers on Nick Minor, and a big swing and a miss. Struck him out. First K of the night for Braxton Webb. And it's 2 outs, and it's up to Dawson Shelburne to keep the inning alive for Marcus. Jeff Sherman's got to be pleased with the pitching, having a 3-0 lead. District wins. It's hard to come by with the competence today. Just his third year as the last 2 years. Marcus, 2005 final, the Region 1 final, lost to the eventual state champion Flower Mound Jaguars. Here's a 1-0 pitch to Shelby. Swing and a miss. Dawson walked his. The other one looking for that outside part, and he did get it. Wow, what a pitch. The umpire gives him that outer half of the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bases are clean, 2 out. Webb will go into the windup, and here we go. High. Shelburne to lay off that one. Nathan McGinnis in left for the Broncos. Bronson Holbeck in center. Pete Livingston in right. Michael Duranzik at third. Braden Webb at short. Logan second. Jason Reitmeyer at first. And behind the plate is Ross Madison. On the mound, Brandon Webb. Excuse me, Braxton Webb. Shelburne will step out. Webb gets the sign, and here comes the 2-2 pitch. Got away from him. Just fell out of his hand, and It'll be ball 3. A lot of times you're trying to rear back and get that breaking ball to really cut tightly and get away from you. Shelburne saw it sail well wide on the plate. The 3-2 got him on the inside half of the plate. Second strikeout of the night for Braxton Webb. And a 1-2-3 inning, first of the contest. Pitching. A run to errors, nobody left on base. Head down to the top of the fifth. More Broncos will come to the plate. Come back after this on CSR TV. Now welcome back here to Marauder Field. Here Evan. We enter now the fifth inning, and Broncos come to bat 6, 7, and 8 due up for Coach Court. Goes back to the first pitch, is in there for a strike. Ross Matisic leads it off. Was hit by the pitch and stole a bag in the second. Trying to get something started, and it's been tough going to do that against the big lefty in the mound, and he pumps it right across the plate for a strike. Oh, short. Up with it is Glowinky, and the throw on the money. 6-3 is out number one here in the top of the fifth. And the batter will be Nathan McKinney. Ethan's first pitch just missed low. Gets the pitch on the outside corner that time to even count. Good pitch from Nichols. Continues to look sharp. Fell off the table there. Wow. Just missed below the knees. 2-1 now the count. McKinney struck out to end the second. Seventh hole hitter. Nichols coming off a 1-2-3 inning as this is fisted into center field. No problem for Nick Miner, who covers incredible ground out in center field, and he shows off the wheels and makes a catch. And it's 2 gone. Mentioned this before, 5 Ks tonight for Ethan Nichols. Pretty impressive stuff as the base is clean. Are clean, and Jason Reitmeyer will now be the batter. A 4-2 record for Marcus and District. Behind them, Heat and West both tied. It's going to be tough. As everybody looked at the standings coming in, a lot of pundits, a lot of experts around town thinking that both Flower Mound and Marcus would be atop the district and then pretty much open for those final two spots. So a lot to be decided. Here is zipping that right past the batter, Reitmeyer. Nichols gets his 6th K of the night and his third 1-2-3 inning of the contest. Sets down Matisic, McGinnis, and Reitmeyer in order. 3-0, Marcus leading Boyd, and we will come back at the bottom of the 5th as the Marauders come to bat after this on CSR TV. And welcome back here to Marauder Field. 3-0 the score, and Marcus comes to bat. Bottom of the 5th. Braxton Webb out for another inning of work for the Broncos. Fouled off as Ashton Easley leads off the Marauder 5th. Easley, Venter, Bernstein, 1, 2, and 3 as the lineup resets for Jeff Sherman. Easley 0 for 2 tonight. Grounded a second in the first, then popped out in the second. Those both against Grant Ressmeyer, the starter for McKinney Boyd. Two-one pitch inside, and I believe that did hit him. So Easley on the base pass for the first time tonight, hit by the pitch. That just sets the table for Brendan Venter. Check on the runner at first. Back in time is Easley. Venter 0 for 1. He was hit by the pitch. And the third did come around to score on the triple by Bernstein. Carter will step out. Count no balls and a strike after a couple of tosses over to first base. Bernstein on deck. Jackson in the hole for the Marauders, who again 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors. For the Boyd Broncos, no runs, a hit, and 1 error. That charge to the third baseman, Michael Duranzik. That error coming in the second inning that led off that inning. Off the stretch. Webb will deliver as Easley takes off, and he is in there safely. Stolen base for Ashton Easley, and runner in scoring position here with nobody out. Easley gets his lead over at second. Here's the pitch. Big overhand delivery. This is popped up. Ranging over, and a nice catch. Making the play is Ross Matisic. And circle 2 is out number 1, and all Easley could do on second is stay put. And the batter will be Matt Bernstein, who has had quite a night and has been in the number 3 hole for quite some time in his Marauder career. And Coach Sherman spews superlatives about his catcher, what he does behind the plate, what he does when he's standing in the batter's box. And tonight, a home run and a triple. It is pretty impressive. Good night. Another RBI opportunity for Bernstein standing on second base. Again, that's Easley after he was hit by the pitch and then stole the bag. Keep that confidence up. Bernstein will have, look at the first pitch. Here it comes. Big swing and a miss. Strike 1. Bernstein, by the way, so far an average of, field wall. It's at 39 at-bats here in 2015. 12 hits, 10 singles, a double, and then now 2 triples after the third. Lefty deals, and this is spoiled foul. Trying to keep that ball right at the knees for Marauder hitters to go down and dig it out. Bernstein did that, just unable to make solid contact with it, spoiled it foul. Quickly in an 0-2 hole. One out. He's looking away from second base. Braxton Webb is the pitcher. Shows a move to second base. That's Logan Burloff inching over to second to check on the runner. Brett Ressmeyer is a pretty good pitcher, and the fact that you had Bernstein hit a home run, and you got 2 more runs there in the third. Pretty good sign for this offense. Tries to continue to roll here as we roll on through district play. Here is the 0-2 pitch. Missed underneath. The throw down to third in time. Easley with the wheels. Stolen base here this evening. one out. And now at third brings that run even closer. The RBI chance right now for the Marauders catcher in Matt Bernstein. Long look in by Webb. He does have the sign, and will come just above the belt. Here's the 1-2 in the dirt. Wow, what a snag! Matisic just getting that glove to the left side of home plate, and he traps it. That saves a run from coming home. Interesting for these head coaches in their third year at their respective programs. Brooke Court taking over this program 3 years ago, and it done a fantastic job. Last year, 25-11 record, 8-6 in their district, and they were area round finalists, where the Broncos be tough to make the postseason in this district this year, that's for sure. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Bernstein, and see Webb come to the plate. And a fastball blown by a swinging Matt Bernstein, and that'll be out number 2. Third K tonight for Braxton Webb. And easily stuck on third base with Alex Jackson to come to the plate. Jackson 0 for 2, but he did have an RBI sacrifice fly in the third. Struck out in the first. Pumping home a breaking ball, and that one just off the mark and popped out of the glove of Ross Madison. So a good start to the count for Jackson, 1-0. Should the inning continue, Gluenke, is on deck. With a 3-0 lead, you know that Coach Sherman's not going to want to take his foot off the gas here. He wants that run home. Just getting a piece of Jackson back to the screen. Ball and a strike. Marauders second baseman, and he'll step out for a second. Lefty versus lefty. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball. Beautiful. Finds a home in the zone. Now 1-2 the count. As Braxton Webb tries to work himself out a bit of a jam here. In the bottom of the 5th inning. As it gives him the sign, here's the pitch, and it's low and away. Alex Jackson chooses not to chase that pitch. Smart call. This is now 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. With Easley still on third base. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball just high, and Webb with a long look into our home plate umpire. Wanted to make his way over to the dugout. Not the case. It's a full count. And that good breaking ball earlier in the count earned him a strike just high on that last one, and we'll see a off pitch. Here it is. Just getting a piece. Low roller. Falls into the glove, rather. I thought that was going to bounce right in front of him, but Braxton The shortstop, rather, comes up with it, and that'll do it. In this half inning, no runs, hits, errors. Runner left on base. 3-0 your score. Marcus leads Boyd, and the Broncos will come to bat. Top of the sixth we go right here from Marauder Field. Come back after this. Welcome back here. Thank the proud sponsors again of Marcus Marauder Baseball on Champion Sports Radio. Raising Cane's pride to being a great organizations that are within the communities. They are proud supporters of Marcus Baseball. Come see them at their new location in Flower Mound, 32 Road. That's right behind. Also want to thank Honda of Denton. Hey, Mom, are you looking for a new or used vehicle that's safe and economical? Honda warranty and your hometown dealer. Check them out online 24/7 at hondaofdenton.com. Again, 3-0 the score. Marauders lead the Broncos. We dip in now to the top of the sixth inning as this is fought off, sent into right field for Easley. And Holbeck is retired for the first out. Duranzik and Burloff, next two hitters we'll see in this half inning. It was at 9-1-2 for head coach Brooke Court and the Boyd Broncos. And here is Ethan Nichols. This is popped up behind the plate. Get back to the screen, and it'll be strike one against Duranzik. Third baseman 0 for 2. He struck out in the first and then popped out to Nick in center. That was in the third inning. Have not been able to get much started against Nichols. Broncos have had a tough time. Only players, to reach base. Matisic was hit by the pitch in the second, and then a single from Bronson Holbeck in the third. That is it. 6 strikeouts to the credit of the big lefty on the mound. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside corner. Ahead of the count, much like he has been all night long, 1-2 to Duranzik. Nice curveball that ends up high, and this is a ground ball to Alex Jackson at second base, and makes it look easy. 2 gone. And with that at bat, Nichols has retired in a row. Going back to that single from Holbeck. Just gets a piece to start the at bat here. 0 for 2 as well. Grounded right back to the mound in the first, and then one of those 6 strikeouts that Ethan has tonight. 0-1, high and outside. And it evens the count. Ethan trying to improve his record to 2-1 on the season. 24 innings pitched coming into tonight. In that ERA steady at 1 as this gets down for a base hit with 2 outs. Drilled it into left field, and trotting safely to first base is Logan Burloff. That's just the second hit given up by Nichols. Good news is for Marauder fans is that it came with 2 out. We'll see Will Hollis come to the plate securely in that third spot in the lineup for Coach Court. And he is the DH again tonight for Keaton Livingston, who's in right field. They caught a run down. Chasing is Venter, and he'll soft toss, and Glowacki will lay down the tag, and that will do it. Good defense and heads-up play from Ethan Nichols, and nice job by Venter on the transfer, and that will do it for the Broncos 6. No runs, hits, errors. Was a base hit in that half inning, and nobody left on. And the score will stay 3-0. Marauders on top of the Broncos. Step aside for a break. We come back. We'll see one of the 6. Don't go anywhere right here on CSR TV. Welcome back to Flower Mound, Texas. We enter now into the bottom on champion by Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital Flower Mound. Your community hospital was ranked the #1 best place to work by Modern Healthcare in 2013 and voted the best place to have a baby in Denton County by Child's Magazine. Texas Health Flower Mound has fully equipped emergency rooms with state-of-the-art diagnostic technology and on-site labs. The full-service facility provides high-tech, cutting-edge care. Texas Health Flower Mound is committed to taking care of the needs of you and your family. To find out more information about the facility and to find a physician, go to texashealthflowermound.com. On the bottom of the 6, Marcus at the plate. Due up this half inning, it's Jimmy Glowacki, Jack Dignam, and Alex Albright, 5, 6, and 7. A 3-0 lead. This one is popped up and it'll get out of play. Glowacki tonight, 0 for 2. He did reach base on an error in the second. That one charged to Duranzik. Struck out in the third. Facing a 2-1 count against Braxton Webb, who came in the 4th inning to replace Grant Restmeyer. (3-1), and I think Matisic wants a call down to the first umpire. Does get one and did not go around, says our first base umpire. Glowacki is safe after working the walk. Jack Dignam price for Plank will hit. Try to advance the runner. Glowacki gets on for the second time tonight. Webb will take a soft toss over to first, and Glowacki gets back. 26 at-bats for Verplank, average at 230. No home runs, has driven in 4. First pitch for Braxton Webb. Goes down to get it, but fouls it. In case you're wondering, Jack Dignam was 1 for 2, singled in the second, struck out in the third. Verplank is inserted in that DH spot. So check on the runner and try to keep him close to the bag. Marcus got 1 in the first and 2 in the third. A solo shot from Bernstein. And he tripled in the third, brought home Venter. Wheeler came home as his courtesy runner. We sit a 3-0 score here at the 6th. Other action tonight, Flowermouth taking on Allen. Plano West over at Hawks Field face Hebron, and then Plano East at Louisville going toe-to-toe. Plano with a bye this week as this is swung on and missed. First base is occupied, no throw. It'll be the 4th K of the night for Braxton Webb. First out here at the bottom of the 6th. Albright will bat in the 7th spot and try to increase that 300 average of hit. Hit by the pitch in the 2nd and then grounded right back to the mound. That was in the 4th inning. So 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch is the line for the Marauder left fielder. Tries to lay down a bunt. This one's popped up, hugs the line, and our home plate umpire says squibs foul. Strike 1. Reset the Boyd Bronco defense here for you. As a pickoff move comes over to first base. Oh, 1, just getting a piece. Taken off for second was Glewanke, but he'll have to travel back. Marcus next week faces Plano. That one at the senior high, and then have their bye. So we head into Easter weekend next week. Sherman want to get that 5th district win here tonight. Be huge if Marauders can hold on. Out in front of the plate, soft toss over to second base, gets behind Logan Burloff, but nice job by the shortstop to back it up. Count is 1-2. Safely in the second is Glewanke. Now you have the RBI chance for Alex Albright. Driven in a run so far this year. 10 at bats so far in the 2015 campaign for Alex Albright. 1-2 in the dirt. Gluenke will head for third, and it gets past the glove of Durancic, charging home helmetless, and crossing the plate is Jimmy Gluenke. Heads up base running by the Marauders shortstop, and that scores the fourth run of the ball game for the Marcus Marauders. So that's E2 as the throw over to third, well in the dirt and getting past the diving Durancic. Nobody on, 1 out. Albright still at the plate. The count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Deep breath by Webb, and here comes his next pitch. Corks it into right field for a base hit. Nice 1-out base knock by Albright, and he's aboard. It'll be the 4th hit tonight for the Marauders. The home run by Bernstein, the triple by Bernstein, a single by Jack Dignam in the second, and now a single into right for Albright. Nick Miner will dig in from the right side. Webb comes home and taking off for second and is in there. Nice job. Throw was a little offline, but Albright able to slide in safely. Miner tonight. 0 for 2. Reached base on a fielder's choice in the second and then struck out in the fourth. 1-0, and that one comes up and nearly hits Miner in the head as he to pull back the bat. That is scary, and a pitcher that tries to get it inside, and he squares the bunt. I think Nick Miner may be trying to plead his case that hit him on the hand, but he's going to go have a conversation with Coach Sherman now. It's always the danger of trying to lay down a bunt. And at the same time, Braxton Webb maybe want to try to keep the ball, gets away from you. Coach Sherman, umpire over, and they're going to have a conversation about it. And enough dialogue between all three of them, and Nick Miner will head back to the plate. Again, set the table for you. Gluenke worked a walk to start this inning. Worked his way around the base pass and then was stealing for third. The throw went wild and he came home and scored. Plank struck out, and Albright with a single and a stolen base. He sits on second base with 1 out. Miner tries again to bunt, and that went off the top part of the back and ends up near the backstop. Miner again sitting at the plate with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. He'll call time, step out, little cat and mouse. One, two, spoiled foul, and enough to stay alive, though, for Miner. Dawson Shelburne on deck. No, check that. we'll see a pinch hitter. Patrick Kometz is on deck. We'll play an umpire awards minor time and step out. We've seen all three pitchers tonight, whether it's been Ressmeyer or Webb or Ethan Nichols, trying to get back on, get set. Nick Minor doing a good job of disrupting that right now. One, two, sent into right field. On his horse is Livingston, and it is a fair ball. Falls in front of the right fielder, and Coach Sherman is going to hold the runners. Albright to third. Nice job by Livingston to get the ball back in a hurry, but nice effort at the plate by Nick Minor as he saw that pitch all the way through, got the barrel of the bat on the ball, and that ball just kept tailing and hugged the line in right field. So a nice double for Nick Minor. Second and third, one out. Patrick Kometz will bat for Dawson Shelburne in that 9 spot. Nathan McKinnis in left for the Broncos. Bronson Holbeck, in center. Keaton Livingston in right. Michael Duranczyk at third. Braden Webb at short. Logan Burloff at second. Jason Reitmeyer at first, and Ross Matisic behind the plate. On the mound is Braxton Webb, who tosses a fastball, and it's off top part of the bat back to the screen for Patrick Kometz. .6'1", 220-pound senior at the plate with a big chance here to really bust this game wide open. Good fastball, but below the knees. Count is even at 1-1. For Kometz this year, he's had 2 at-bats. So far in 2015. This will be his third. Here's the 1-1 on the way from Webb. Breaking pitch falls off the table, too low. It's good news for Patrick Kometz as Webb has managed to work himself behind the count now. There's Nick Minor at second, Alex Albright at third. 1 out. Marauders lead this contest 4-0, and we are in the home half of the 6th. High and pops out of the glove of Matisic, quickly recovers. Just the Albright watching the whole way on third, and he's got Coach Sherman in his ear, of course. The 3-1 count. You've got a guy that's hitting .320 on deck in Ashton Easley. I don't think that Braxton Webb wants to lose Patrick Kometz here, and that's no slight to Kometz. Fastball and just getting a piece. Good level swing by Kometz, too, there. Just coming up empty. Now have a full count. Good battle at the plate here between Braxton Webb and Patrick Kometz. See the entire infield for the Boyd Broncos in. Slightly in front of the bags. Here's the payoff pitch. Blew it by him. Strikeout number 5. And it's out number 2. Reset the lineup for the Marauders. Ashton Easley now at the plate. The right fielder tonight. 0 for 2 was hit by the pitch in the 5th. Webb pumps a fastball right down central for strike one. Brendan Venter on deck for Marcus, and Marauders Marauder fans want to see this inning continue. Hopefully with runners on second, third crossing the plate. So a man who would love that is Ethan Nichols, who has pitched a great game, and this has been a long inning. As he sits in the dugout, watches his offense really give him a lift. Here in the contest, pitch low. Is now even at a ball and a strike to the Marauder right fielder. The pitching staff's going to come out and talk with Braxton Webb as this is the key pitch here. Our view of the Marauder bullpen is obstructed, so can't really see if there's any activity or if there has been some. It'll be a quick conversation as Madison comes out. Give me time to tell you about Able Communications. Communicating information connects your business. Transporting information is their business. For over 20 years, Able Communications has helped businesses connect with commerce by providing secure and reliable solutions for their communication needs. Let them help you stay connected. Able Communications, connecting companies, connecting you. Forces the home plate umpire from behind the plate to say, hey, let's wrap this conversation up. And much longer after he went out there, I'm not sure what the discussion is about, but the huddle is broken. Again, a ball and a strike to Ashton Easley at the plate. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Marcus trying to add to their 4-0 lead. Inside pitch, 2-1. Peek ahead to the 7th. It'll be 3, 4, and 5. Hollis, the final chance for the Boyd Broncos. Checking the runners. Webb really thinking about it, and a time is called as you hear the jeers from the fans in the grandstands here. Really trying to taunt each other. It's back and forth. Key at bat right here in this ball game. Here's the 2-1. Try to sneak it in that outer half, and home plate umpire says it's just off the plate. 3-1 now the count to the leadoff hitter for Marcus. Good eye. Not enough to hit the knees, and Ashton easily works a walk. It's on the base for the second time tonight. Second walk issued by Braxton Webb. And this sets the table. Bases loaded, 2 out, and it's Brendan Venter. Marcus, first baseman. The huge chance right here. Before Brendan with that 300 average. Does have a home run. It's driven in 2 this year. Madison sets up outside. Here's the pitch. Trying to groove one on that outer half of the plate. It's spoiled foul by Venter. Brendan 0 for 2. Was hit by the pitch. Came around to score in the 3rd inning, but has grounded out and popped out his 2 other times at the plate. Runners will take their leads. Nobody being held on, of course, as strike called by our home plate umpire. Count is 0-2. Madison calls for it on the outside part of the plate once again. We'll see where Webb puts it. High. Venter, of course, will not chase. This is always tough for a batter in this situation. You got bases loaded. You were in a 0-2 hole. As far as the count is concerned, you really have to protect the plate. So anything close, Venter is going to bring that bat through the zone. Of course, that previous pitch way upstairs. Webb gets the sign. We'll look at second base, and here is the pitch, and it is corked into left field. Way back. That one over the wall and gone. A grand slam for Brendan Venter. Busts the game wide open. How about it? An 8-0 lead for the Marauders here in the sixth, and it's all due to the big bat. The Marcus first baseman, Brendan Venter. Incredible shot. Coach Sherman talked about it. Had a conversation with him before the contest saying, hey, we really want to get the power going. We want to get our guys with a lot of confidence. 1 through 9, well, that kind of hit can be infectious. You have the slam by Brendan Venter, and that has got to make Coach Sherman pleased. His lineup did not waste an opportunity. Albright, Minor, Easley, they all come home to score on the ball hit over the left field fence. As the 6th hit for Marcus in this contest, and they now lead at 8-0 here in the bottom of the 6th, and we're going to see a new batter coming in. Garrett Clark will hit for Matt Bernstein. And man, that ball was tattooed. I mean, as soon as contact was made, everybody knew that was going to be over the wall. Wow. What a shot by the first baseman, Brendan Venter. Going to make his Friday night, that's for sure. Close the book on Bernstein. 2 of 3, a home run, a triple. He struck out the 5th. Of course, we'll have all the totals for you. The Champion Sports Radio postgame show coming up a little bit later. 2-0 the count to Garrett Clark, and pitch in the dirt. That's always tough for a pitcher. For Braxton Webb, trying to come back down to earth after giving up the grand slam. Somehow has to dial himself back in. Does have the 2 outs, though. That's the positive for the relief pitcher for Boyd. Automatic in there on the 3-0, and Clark now has a 3-ball, 1-strike count. Pitch comes high and in tight, and Clark will work a walk. How about that for concentration? 3rd walk issued by Webb here in the contest, and now batted around the order. Alex Jackson. Excuse me. We're going to have a pinch hitter here in this half inning, and it will be Kyle Gracie, senior. As Coach Court comes out and has a conversation with Braxton Webb. Give me a chance to tell you about Rapid Med Urgent Care. Rapid Med Urgent Care Center in Highland Village provides southern Denton County families with state-of-the-art emergency medical care right in your neighborhood. From checkups to broken bones, school vaccinations, sports physicals, and more, you can count on Rapid Med for all your medical needs. Rapid Med is proud to provide the latest in concussion management through the IMPACT program in partnership with the Texas Health Sports Network. Rapid Med Urgent Care Center is dedicated to providing you with quality care quickly. Visit rapidmed.com for more information. The batter now is Kyle Gracie. He will hit for Alex Jackson in the number 4 spot. Jackson 0 for 3 did have an RBI sacrifice fly. Gracie is the 9th Marauder hitter to come to the plate here in this bottom of the 6th. Oh, 1 below the knees. And that evens it. Kyle 4 at bats this year. Has driven a run, has scored 4 times, and struck out once. Watches a ball high. 2-1 now the count. Should the inning continue, Jimmy Glowinski, his spot is due up, but we've seen Coach Sherman insert a couple of pinch hitters, and Garrett now Kyle here. Remember, Patrick Kometz is the batter for Dawson Shelburne. Gonna miss. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. Too low. Good eye by Gracie. Tougher. Braxton Webb, especially after the Grants did a decent job. Just had 1 dagger here in the bottom of the 6th. To plate 4 runs. Just getting a piece. Gracie stays. Payoff pitch upcoming from Braxton Webb. And it is high. And I think Coach Dean take the ball. Steps will share with you who's on the mound now for Boyd Broncos as they Marcus out in front. Come back right after. field the to take over for Braxton Webb. Walks to Garrett Clark and Kyle Gracie. And batting for Glowinski, Jimmy Glowinski in that 5. Ryan Neff. Should point out that Garrett Clark on second. Either on Gracie at first. Now plate. As long bottom of the 6th inning we've had is first pitch tossed in for Connor Mangus. Fastball in play. Marcus. 2 hits for the Boyd Broncos. Breaking pitch, and that is just below the knees. Ball and a strike. Marcus got 2 in the 6th inning. A lot of that has to do with the grand slam from Brandon. Underneath the glove, Matisic will head back to the backstop, and that'll advance the. We are down to the second, and Gracie down to third. Gracie to second. Second and third. An RBI chance. At 290. A pair of singles. 25th. It's out of play once again. I shot that one sky high. A walk in 3 Ks for Ryan. And that was 7 at bats here season. Right-handed pitcher in third pitch. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Now, first K of the night, obviously, for Connor May retire. This huge 6th inning that we've seen for the Marauders. In this on base. 8-0. Marcus leads it. It is last chance time. Now to the top of the 7th. Come back after this on CSR TV. Baseball on Champion Sports Radio, brought to you in part by Locker Room Sports. Locker Room Sports is a proud sponsor of Marcus High School baseball. Locker Room provides custom uniform and high-end baseball and sporting needs. Locker Room is located at 1565 West Main Street, Suite 102 in Louisville. You can also visit them on sportswear.com. Also, Raising Cane's, raising self on being a great community partner with the schools and organizations that are within the communities they serve. Supporters see them at 32-0 road at behind Lowe's. Also, Honda of Denton has one. They are at the home of the lifetime warranty and your home out online at 24/7. Honda of Denton.com. Welcome you into the top of the seventh, and it is last chance time for the Boyd Broncos. 4 and 5 hitters, Will Hollis, Braden Webb, and Grant Ressmeyer. Ethan Nichols. Out is back out on the mound. And the 1-1 pitch. Ground play. It pokes through the right side of the infield. Alex Jackson with a good attempt. That's Michael Wheeler. Wheeler at second. Is a 3-hole hitter. Will now be the batter. And underneath the glove of Rawson Shelburne. No. Excuse me. Substitutions. Drew Jackson now on third base, and that one just getting under his glove. And his back-to-back singles in the seventh. See Grant Ressmeyer now at the plate. Ressmeyer started the starting pitcher. Pitch low and in tight. A pair of strikeouts, all those against Nichols. He has 6. Ressmeyer sends it. 4 hits tonight. Holbeck, Logan Burlow, Hollis, and Webb all have hits. This away. Nice job. Count is now 8-0. Marcus on top. Go after that 5th district win. Ball. Staff. Pause. And it is going to be. I'm going to say on the bag. So that is at first after the fielder's choice. So again, first and third will now hit. Boyce ran at Marauder pickoff move to force Ressmeyer back to the bag, and that's where he'll stand. So I don't. Nichols for 1. Matt 0 for 1. Second. Grounded out to the 5th. Their fastest count. Again, runners at the corners, 1 out. low. Good stab once again. Garrett Clark coming in to replace his trip. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and over the head, driving a run. Crossing the full Hollis. Single for Ross Madison. And Boyd has their first run of the contest. 8-1 Marauders. We're in the top of the Boyd Broncos trying to keep this game alive. Tall. Now first pitch comes in, and that one is for a strike right at the knee. Left fielder for Boyd. Look out against Nichols and with the catch. And the put out. Send and coming up empty. 0-2. Jason Reitmeyer on deck for roller. And Drew Jackson will throw, and his throw across the diamond is in time. Nice play, and see if they can nab the bait bin. Leave rest. Our second out, though, on the throw from Drew Jackson, the first base. Leave that work over there on first. And third, top of the seventh. Left-hander will be Reitmeyer, the southpaw, who is 0 for 2 here in the contest. Nichols. It's not Reitmeyer. My apologies. Parker Noren hitting in that. And that'll load. Table for does have a hit tonight. Swung on and missed. Nichols trying to gut it out at the top of the seventh. Broncos first. The RBI single by Ross. Another swing and a miss. Now 0-2 for Holback Boyd. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Pitch just able to pull the bat back. It's 1-2. Nichols line from Garrett Clark behind the plate. 1-2, swing and a miss. Came out. First base is occupied, and that'll do it. Strikeout number 7. Nichols, patient point 3. Wow. 8. The Boyd Broncos, 8 runs on and 1 error. 8 runs on no errors for the Broncos. 1 run on 5 hits, and actually 2 errors. We'll step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll have a complete post game for you. We'll give you the numbers from tonight, and also Broader head coach Jeff Sherman, and wrap things up here. Final score: Marauders defeat the Broncos 8-1. Messages on CSRT. Once again, final score: it's Marcus 8 and the Boyd Broncos 1. And joining me is head coach Jeff. Coach, fantastic game. Let me just start out with you. I talked before. You wanted for your offense, especially against a team that has good pitching. Lloyd, well, up and down the lineup, seems like you got.
I was really we've been kind of in a skid there the last, 2-3 weeks, and I think a lot has to do with district pitching where they scouted you 5, 17, 20 times, and those are just things that you got to get into our routine and stuff like that. We try to push and panic too much, and I think at the end of the day, I think we're starting to gel and click. We had the 2 best practices of the year. I just feel that in Houston, it comes back to confidence. I think the biggest thing that and the biggest thing with our club right now is just believing success and stuff like that. I think you put a lot of pressure on ourselves. Senior year, we want to do all this kind of stuff with a lot of senior leadership here. Like just everybody was sold out to one purpose, and that wasn't just hey, we got 1 and a 2 spot. That was a team win. I mean, we did a lot of things that I was really, really impressed with. I got his tendencies, being a club, wanting to buy to their purpose, and and how that pitch pitcher, bow that pitcher, and got him out. And then lefty is one of their best innings to get to him, but we buried him, and we finally got a pitch, and Venner absolutely exploded. So
talk impact. Sometimes you're going to have to manufacture ball. Sometimes you need that one pitch where you send over the wall. So, I mean, it adds another element to your offense, doesn't it?
Oh, no doubt. Bernie came up to the other day. I put him at 3-hole all week, and he struck. It's kind of funny. What is that? And I was like, all right, well, not just now, but ball and hits it fence. So you're the bats for Venner as possible because we think he's one of the best hitters in the state. Showed that tonight, and getting him up and up and up, and Bob Board executed really well to get him a chance, and got him a chance, and there you go. So
pretty special starters. Obviously, Jack Cushing has done a tremendous job for this team, but Ethan Nichols is right there with him. Had a great game tonight. At one point, he set himself into a groove. So performance tonight executed.
Man, it's kind of funny. I outing. I guess than that. For short, I challenged him this week. The best pitch he really wanted. And I said, you're going to outpit the rest of the year because you can. I mean, is what you're seeing is him. He still, I think, has a long ways to go to where he is. But like when he is in that mode, he is unhittable, in my opinion. I mean, he is good off speed. He is a competitor, and he don't that kind of guy. And then you have a guy like Jack Cushing who's like 22-3 on his career at Marcus. Execute offensively, we could be a dangerous team, and play good defense. And so that's what we did this week, and we executed. We played great defense, had good timely hitting, and we went 2-0 this week. So I'm really excited.
Coach, we'll let you.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful victory, great week.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll see you.
Good to see you
next week. Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Thanks
Take care.
Head coach Sherman of the Marcus Marauders as 8-1 is the final score. Let's go over tonight. Let's start. For the Boyd Broncos, Grant Ressmeyer was the starting innings pitch. 3 hits, struck out 3, and walked batter. Surrendered 3 runs. All 3 of them earned. Did hit 2 batters, so a rough outing there in the first couple of innings. And Webb innings, strikeouts, 5 runs for and hit a batter. So in that 6th inning, very difficult slam, if you will, by Brendan. This came in a work batter to end it as the Marauders batted around the loss. No doubt for the Marcus Marauders. Ethan Nichols, great game tonight. 7 innings pitched, gave up 5 hits, 7 tests. Had the 1-run squeak across. That was the RBI single in the 7th. But other than that, a dynamite performance from Nichols, which is something that I know Coach Sherman is happy about. He's proud, and this is a victory that Marcus needs, the top half of the district in 2015. Let's look at the hitting totals tonight. First for Boyd. Tough night for Michael Duranczyk as he was 0 for 3. The 2-hole hitter was Logan Burloff. He was singled in the 6th spot. He singled at 4th. Coming in the 6th inning. Ressmeyer hit 5th. Ressmeyer was 0 for 3. Did reach base on a fielder's choice there in the Madison in the sixth spot. He was 1 for 2, was hit by the pitch. RBI home, the only Bronco run in the seventh inning. And you right my rats here in the eighth spot. He was 0 for 2, and then had a Parker Nora at seventh was hit pitch. Brian Hallback rounds out 3 at single coming in the third. 4 through 9 productive night. He was on the base pass by the pitch and walked and scored. 0-2 though, and when you add it all up, but still managed to at sixth. Venter, big night. I had the scored in the third, so respectively 1 for 3, not coming in the sixth. Bernstein, he hit the 3-hole. Great night for Matt. They're 2 for 3, a home run, triple. He shared time at the plate with Garrett Clark. Clark walked in the sixth and was stranded. Alex 0 for 3 tonight, did have an RBI sacrifice fly in the third. Shared time at the plate with Kyle Gracie. Gracie worked the walk in the sixth. Then the shortstop, and then struck out. Shared time at the plate with Ryan Neff, who walked and struck out. 1 for 2 strikeout. Bryce Verplank hit for him in the sixth and struck out. Albright hits. He was 1 for 2, a single and a run scored in the second. 1 for 2 tonight, a double and a run scored in the sixth. And it's on a Dawson Shelburne. Time at the Patrick Kometz. Shelburne was 0 for 1 with a walk, and Kometz struck out and is only at bat there in the sixth inning. It all adds up to a big victory. 8 runs on 6 hits, no errors for Marcus. And again, Boyd 1 run on 5 hits. And a key state win for Marcus. This one in the district for Marcus to try to hug and play the bottom tier of that I think the coach order. It's the pop from Bernstein, some pop from Venter, and you had the solid pitching from Ethan Nick. So that'll do it here tonight as the Marcus Marauders hit the road on Tuesday, I believe Monday night. Again, a wild for the end into the Easter weekend, so you won't half of that baseball. Special thanks tonight. One job on the camera for Evan Nemec, and we're happy to bring to you tonight. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Finally able to get past that and bring again all of us here at Xbox. I'm Ryan Mueller. Folks, have a terrific weekend. Thanks for joining Beat Sports Radio.